Hello, hello. For all of you that were not in the Google Meet today, or for all of you that forgot about what the little tricks were that I taught you, here is the thoughts that I had in the Google Meet that you should not have skipped. Here's Bobsled Run. I'm going to open this in the mix editor. Of course, yours is going to say start assignment here. But there's a couple thoughts here. So once this loads, first thing you're going to notice is that there's already a track started for you, Bobsled Run. There's also a tempo marking here, 112 beats per minute. It does not line up because if I start the play button, if I hit play, and then turn the click on, yeah, you can see that you can hear that they just do not line up at all. Okay, so the tempo does not line up with this, does not line with the metronome. That's all right. It's not a big deal. Just be aware of that. Oh, look, it's time to go to lunch. All right. So now if I add another track, your job today is to add a track, voice microphone track, and you need to record yourself playing along with this recording. So there's two thoughts. Here there is a loop feature. So you have to do 32 measures of this song. So let's say that you, for instance, decided that you wanted to do this section of the music. And if I turn on the loop feature, then you can see that right there turns red every time I hit the loop feature. So now when I hit play, it jumps to that section of the music and it will only do that section. So now if I hit record, you'll hear, as I've got set up here, 2 bars of introduction, and then it'll start recording. And every time I start recording, it'll start recording from the beginning of that loop. So watch what happens here. And then when it gets to the beginning of that recording of that loop section, then it will actually go ahead and start playing and start looping. Now the problem is it'll loop back. And when it looped back, you can see that it got rid of the other recording and put the second time in here. So you may want to set these loop boundaries a little bit further than wherever it is that you want to stop. Now, there's a special trick that Tucker and I figured out. If you don't get to the stop button in time and it records again over top, you can simply go to the edit menu. Oh, it's not in the edit menu. Whoa, where's the record? Whoa. Well, it's a good thing that it's not in here. That's crazy. Okay, I thought it would be in the edit menu. But anyways, I can just hit Control Z and that recording from the first time comes back and it gets rid of the second recording. So that's like normal. Every app has it, an undo feature. All right. Now, let's say that the next section I wanted to record, you could just do 32 measures straight. First through the 32 measures, you'd be done. You do the last 32 measures, you'd be done. But maybe you want to jump around a little bit. So let's say, or maybe you just want to stop after measure 9, and then you wanted to do this section. So instead of trying to jump in right away, you could add another track and then do the next recording down here on this track, and then it won't interfere with this one. So if I hit record, we'll actually go ahead and start playing, start looping. And so now we're recording down here on the second track, and you can see it's about ready to get done. It's going to loop back. You see it's re-recording over top of the first one, which is not really the desired effect, but if I hit Control Z, the first recording comes back. Now, let's say that you didn't like that. You can just hit delete. You can re-record it. Okay, so let's say that the reason you didn't like it is because, man, this is just too fast, and it's not allowing me to, or I just can't play that fast yet. So the remarkable thing, even with this BandLab that's free, is that you can come up here to the tempo, and even though that's not the right tempo, we can slow it down. So let's go to 100 beats per minute. I'm going to hit enter and watch what happens. You get an audio stretching question. Would you like to adjust the existing audio regions from 112 to 110? Which means we would be slowing it down. So let's hit the adjust button. and it takes a little bit of time to think and do its magic, and it'll process that audio. But eventually, it'll get there. We go. And so now, if I hit play, you'll hear that it's actually slower. And you go, wait a minute, but Mr. Shimmons, you were over here at the beginning. Why does it jump to measure 9? Well, because the loop feature's on. So I turn the loop feature off, rewind, and then I start, then yes, it'll actually start here at the beginning. Now let's say that that's too fast still. Can we go down even slower? So let's go down to 90 beats per minute. It'll give the same question. Do we want to adjust? We click on the yes. We want to adjust button. It does this little thinking, little magic formula thing going. Woo, 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 woo. It's like spooky, scary skeletons, spooky, scary wizardry going into here. And let's hit play and let's see what we got. And I'm here to tell you that's pretty remarkable, boys and girls. For free, it'll slow it down. And then you could record your part. Now, and you can play with this. The quality may be getting a little bit questionable as we slowed and speed things down and speed them up. But if we can go back, we can record your parts at 90 and then speed it back up to 112, and we can see what we get. And let's see if it sounds the same. So, with my quick listening through my computer speakers, it sounds pretty decent. I don't, if I had headphones on or hooked up to the sound system, I might be able to tell that there is some degrading of the quality going on a little bit. But have fun with it, play with it. And the goal here is that you have 32 measures that you record at. Use the loop feature, record on a couple tracks if you want, and I want to hear some progress. All right, over and out. Go make some music.